Yo, what's up guys, it's the Mercenary from the Xbox and Mr. Unstoppable from the PS3. What I got for you guys today is a setup video, and this is for my 100th subscriber setup video special. So it's not something you guys requested, but something I've been wanting to do for you guys for quite some time. Just didn't want to make it obvious that I just want to get to a certain landmark before I do this, but now that I've actually surpassed 100 subscribers, I'm proud to announce my first setup video, so let's get up to it. So on our right here, we have a RCA 22-inch LCD HD TV, which I'm going to be working on getting a computer monitor because most gamers feel that there's a faster response time with the PC monitors. So with that said and done, it's a work in progress, but it'll soon come together as everything else has. And what I got over here is my Xbox 360 4GB, which is maxed out with an external 320GB hard drive, which is already installed to the Xbox itself. And I got my Kinect sensor up here. Rather have all the equipment together rather than apart, and that way I don't lose any of it. And I'm using a Turtle Beach XL1 headset for now. I was originally using a Trident Detonator headset, but unfortunately time caught up with it, and it made its journey a little bit. Concluded a little bit too fast. And yeah, that was it. But apart from that, I'm working on getting more headsets anyway. And up here we got a headset designed for the PS3, and yes, this one actually matches that of the Headrush Line Fusion Edition headphones, oddly. And the mic itself here is detachable, so that's pretty good. And this is from Extreme Gaming, and also from the source. And right here we got is my PSP, which is my PlayStation Portable, and that goes to my PS3, which I don't ever barely use because I'm more focused on what I do on here for gaming more so than the PlayStation Portable. And besides, I don't even really have any games for it anyway. But besides the fact, what I got here is my two Xbox 360 controllers, and this one is the Collective Minds controller. And yes, it is modded, but nothing that I really use online because the sensitivity of the right thumbstick here does not match that of the original Xbox 360 controller. So unfortunately, this is not really used as much as I thought at all. But here we got the rapid fire button, and we got the LED screen that pretty much shows you on how fast your fire rate is going at, something like that. And then here's where you adjust your rate and presets too. And then we got the drop shot button, which is kind of obvious of what to do with that button. And we got active reload, which I think is a button meant for Gears of War, and all that stuff. Say. And on the back here we got the barrage button, which I forget what that's about, and the quick scoping button, which I really don't have to explain what that is to you guys. But unfortunately I did order this from eBay, and the bad thing about it is that the back connecting port here, yeah, that little piece fell out. Actually it was like that when I bought it. The piece itself is actually connected to a USB cable, and it doesn't work unless I actually attach the metal prongs to the motherboard itself for it to actually update. But out of all those that I've actually bought, the two Daddles, which I still own, do not work for the Xbox anymore because of the recent dashboard update that pretty much disabled the uses of those controllers. So this is the only controller that's compatible for online gaming, and obviously the other controllers that are the same brand for Microsoft, except for people who modify it themselves. But anyway, those controllers are not really 100% official, so maybe that's why the sensitivity sucks a little bit. And here we got my third generation PS3 250GB, I think it is, yeah. And here's the little wireless transmitter for this controller right here. Now I gotta say, this controller looks like the Xbox and PS3 made out and brought out a weirdest looking controller, but it handles great. The sensitivity is actually not bad for that of modded controller, which is supposed to be because of that little turbo button right in the middle, but unfortunately it doesn't really work. So yeah, it's really light and durable too. I'm not really one to complain about the weight or the looks of it, but yeah, the grips are not really what I would like to call rubberized, if you know what I mean. And here we got the PS3 with the grippets and the control freaks on them, and yes, this does give the gamer's competitive edge a true test for its online experience, and it works really well. And same thing for my other Xbox controller too. I got the grippets on here, except for this one you can tell it's a little bit ripping, and I actually originally had a grippets for this one, but unfortunately that tore up as much as this one did, so I just thought, you know, it's almost meeting its end. So, and this is another part that's going to blow your guys' mind too, but I actually have the, ooh, that did not sound good. The first generation Xbox, yes. I've had this console since 2004, and it runs so new, like as if I bought it yesterday, and I couldn't be more proud to own it because there's some games on the Xbox that aren't backwards compatible with this system that otherwise this thing fully supports. So that's why I've got that. And another thing too is my freaking PlayStation. Yeah, I had the original PlayStation, which is freaking awesome, right? Yeah. Well, like some people say, there's certain consoles of the next generation that don't fully support backwards compatibility, so that's why you gotta have the original to play them. And yes, there's my Pootie down there. She's just minding her own business by sleeping like Grumpy Cat. Actually, she should be Grumpy Cat number 2. But hell, I'm not gonna really go on about that anyway. And here we got my iPhone 4. Now this is what I do to summon my internet connection, believe it or not. And it's in an OtterBox, which I can't believe in how thankful I am to have this freaking gear on my phone. And because I've actually not intentionally dropped it in my hoodie and my bike tire ran over it, which I wasn't running on my bike at the time either. But this thing is freaking indestructible. But I do notice that the iPhone itself is taking some kind of damage because the dial tone is not really working as it should. So I'd be really kind of cautious of how I treat this. And no, I do not mistreat it in any way, shape, or form. And here we got is my laptop, and it's very powerful. A little over $400, but it's freaking powerful. It's an Acer Aspire laptop, which offers a AMD quad-core processor with a turbo-core technology at the 2.40 gigahertz. Its base speed is 1.50. For any game that requires more than 1.50 gigahertz, that is where this thing comes into play. So you can refer to this in football terms as a quarterback. So let's say if my laptop can't handle a computer game at its base speed, so it'll use its backup speed to actually process the game's actual whatever it requires for the game mechanics and stuff. And I'll use Flight Simulator 10 Deluxe Edition for that example. And it is a 6 gigabyte RAM and a half a terabyte hard drive. And what else? It's called quad core and Radeon graphics. And as you can see here, and the program which I used to use was Sony Vegas Pro 11 and 12, but unfortunately it wasn't really a legit program which I bought. It was actually a cracked code, so I ended up losing it. But now I'm using the program called VideoPad, and it seems to work pretty well. I'm actually making a Halo 4 mission out of it, but nothing I can't really post to YouTube for because it would be due to copyright infringement, so I'm keeping that to myself. And no, I'm not distributing that to others because it's my own project. I'm just trying to learn on how this program works. And I also got this little WavePad sound editor too in Audacity and all that other good stuff. And right above it is my Turtle Beach X11s. This is what I do for my commentaries. I know they don't sound the best, but hell, I really got nothing else. So I'm actually this Friday when I get paid from my job, I'm actually gonna go and buy myself some Headrush. I've seen these ones in the source. They got these Headrush PC headphone communication headset, which has got the mic boom, and the freaking speakers like freaking huge. So I'm gonna try them out and see how the mic quality is on that. And I don't know. I'm kind of debating whether if it actually sounds better with the little foaming piece on or off. But it's worked for me, so I'm not really complaining. It's all I've got till I upgrade everything which I've got right now. So, and yeah. So and there's my astronomy calendar, which was gifted to my from my astronomy president, and it's probably the greatest gift. Actually, I gotta switch this to freaking June. It's not May anymore. So, ooh, we got a very cool looking moon, which happens to be the lunar eclipse, and that can be any better form. So, yeah, now that I switched that, thank you for reminding myself on that part. And now to what I record with. I record with my Hauppauge HD PVR2, and it's actually sitting on top of my my stereo system here. And yes, this here is actually connected to my computer and the little subwoofer system. You can't really see because it's too black, but there's a tiny little hole here where the air comes out, and this is the bass part. Subwoofer, that's what it's called, subwoofer. And obviously my two speakers and my air can, which keeps my laptop from being too dusty in between, because I hate the way my laptop keyboard looks like right now, because it's not really the best. But my battery's about to run out, so I'll catch you on part 2 on this review. Please stand by. Alrighty guys, welcome back to part 2 of my gaming setup, and I was going on about how a card can get in here and how that's really not really much of importance because I got that. And this right here is actually a product called Splat, which is used to actually clean up your keyboard, so I'm not really too sure if you can actually see it here. But you can see a little bit tiny specks of fingerprints on my keys here, and that's what this is supposed to take care of, but I don't really know what the hell that does. And I got my iPod Touch 4th generation right here. And I got the reflective mirror freaking screen protector on it, plus the OtterBox looking thing, which is this is not an OtterBox, by the way. It's just a case I got from Walmart that looks like the OtterBox, but yeah. And obviously a freaking special Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 tag when I pre-ordered the game from GameStop. Not the best gift I've actually gotten from them, but whatever. And here is my HD PVR 2 from Hop Hodge Gaming Edition. Yes, it is official. It is now. And I'm gonna illuminate the back here because the freaking light from outside is kind of disappearing for the day, so I gotta use my iPhone here. So right in the back here we got the cord on the left, which is my HDMI in and out on the right, and then obviously my HD component cables for the PS3 and the USB cable which goes to my computer and the power cord. Now this is actually very less compact, and I'm actually compared to the Elgato, which I know is a lot less compact, which is just like a block that pretty much is like a USB device, like to use for anything. But I like how less compact that is compared to the first PVR. It's very situated, it doesn't get in the way, it's on top of my stereo system here, so I'm not really one to complain. And if that doesn't blow your mind away enough, I got something else that will. Down here, this is where we normally keep our clothes, right? Oh man, no, that's a game, and this is where I keep all my games. Behold! Ooh! Yeah, this is where I keep all my games, and this is not even all of it, so yeah. The two PS3 games which I own, not including the ones that are already installed on the PS3 itself, which I bought from the PlayStation Store, but the Gran Turismo 5 XL Edition and the Spider-Man 3 Collector's Edition, which features the new Goblin. Kind of ironic when we all know who released that name, but anyway. Yeah, from here to here is my entire Halo collection, excluding number 4, which I've got on the bottom shelf here, which is in this bigger case. And my entire Call of Duty collection, which is not really all there either. But yeah, that's my entire game collection almost, not including which is already on my Xbox and PS3. Yeah, this is kind of overwhelming, isn't it? But here's the rest of my collection. Here's my Halo 4 limited edition box, which pretty much comes with everything you see on the back here. And yes, this is my PS2. This is where I keep it stored because it's small enough, and it's actually not even wrecked in any way. It's just I don't really play it much, so I keep it in here where it's nice and safe. And right here is my last year's birthday gift, which was Prototype 2 Blackwatch Collector's Edition. And this little bookcase features a shit ton of content which I can't really redeem because the company which provide the vouchers for you to get their online stuff is not really supported anymore, so the vouchers mean nothing to me. And so on and so forth. And if that isn't bad enough, my second drawer here features all my movies plus more games. And I've got some Blu-ray movies. I cannot go a collection without movies without having Jason Statham in them. I have to have him. He is probably the best ass kicker I've ever seen in movies. And we got the Terminator Salvation and X-Men First Class for all on Blu-ray. And I got the James Cameron collection, which is I got the Blu-ray, standard DVD, and the main movie itself, along with the entire Terminator collection. And yeah, it's going good so far from there. And obviously we got the Marvel's Avengers here. And we got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for the Xbox. Yes, I still have that. That was probably the best Grand Theft Auto I've ever played until I actually owned number 4. But I still consider that better than number 4, considering the fact that you can actually build your character's muscle mass and all this stuff, like work out in the gym and do all this sorts of stuff, which I never thought Rockstar would actually make a character in any kind of game like that do. It just completely mind-blowing. And obviously I love freaking Predator Concrete Jungle for the Xbox. This was hands down the best game I played on the Xbox, apart from just anything related to that kind of game genre. And here we got all my PS2 games. Another thing that really blows my mind too is the fact that this third generation PS3 does not support backwards compatibility for PlayStation 2, but yet on the PlayStation Store you can play PlayStation 1 games. I don't know how you describe that or explain that situation, but that is why I got each console for each purpose, is because not all the consoles are backwards compatibility. So that's why I keep the main console itself to play the full supported games which it's designed for. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. We You're not going to dare go into that drawer because that features nothing but cords, controllers, and etc., and a bunch of other different shit, papers and shit. But yeah. So, other than that, I got my little converter box, which is my power box, and yes, no gamer can't go freaking cord free because we obviously need a power supply, so I keep my cords somewhat hidden, as you've probably never seen it until I've showed you until now. But that's pretty much all there is to it. And now, that's pretty much all there is to my setup video. I will be updating this as I currently go along. I am going to be doing a lot more collection, so this is far from over. But I will keep you guys up to date, as I am right now. But now for my debatable question. Xbox One or PS4? My personal opinion, I'm getting them both. Hands down. Just because I like to do cross-platform gaming. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this setup video. I'll be doing some more, and hope you guys enjoyed, and leave some constructive criticism in the comment section below. And let me know what else you'd like to see other than my gaming setup videos. And obviously follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/DCI Gaming. And that's where I do most of my activity. This is where I'm trying to be active everywhere. I'm also doing Instagram, but not as probably as often as I'm doing Twitter right now. But anyway, if you guys, like I said, enjoyed any of what you've seen here, leave a like. And if you'd like to see any more of this, let me know. And I'll catch you in my next video. Until next time. I also want to give a big shout out to We Trade Snipers, as I've helped them as they've helped me. And a bigger thanks to you guys for helping me with watching my videos and stuff like that. It helped me get to where I am right now, and I couldn't be more happier. There's no bigger words to express on how I feel about this, you guys. But hopefully it continues and I get a bigger audience, and I'll continue to do more of this for as long as I can, because there ain't no quitting for me. Once I'm committed, it's hard to leave. But I'll leave the channel links in the description below, or even on the video itself, for you guys to go check out We Trade Snipers and notes associated with them. But thank you for watching my videos, and hopefully that we get some more further in the future. And I'll see you on my next video. Until next time.